Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, time to reinforce this shadow ban and lose some subscribers. Okay, so I've got this post here that I've got from a guy called Levi. And funnily enough, this wasn't the original post that was the video that I was actually going to cover. I'm going to do both. There was a video that I saw by him, and yeah, I just thought, I saw the title and I was like, okay, like I saw the title and I was like, I'm going to give it a bit of time and then I'm going to address the video, right? And funnily enough, I was watching a Moon Lambo video recently and he actually addressed this guy as well, but this was the post that he addressed, and I want to add my little 2 cents into this as well, so I'm going to cover both topics here. And you might look at this and think I'm just being jealous and I'm being a hater or whatever, right? That's your choice. But my thing is, I look at the guy's following and then I see these posts and I'm just like, it's so dangerous that he has so much of a following and he's just pushing so much nonsense, to be honest with you. I've just got to say, it's just dangerous. And you've just got to understand that this guy is living off of your guys' vulnerability, because you guys want to believe this so bad that you are taking this stuff in, and he's living off of that. So he was going to continue to push this. So let's get into it. What are we talking about here? So there's 2 things I want to cover. The first thing, I'll do the post here. So Levi's put a post out and he says, breaking: Ripple could be forced to burn 50 billion XRP in escrow. This will catapult the price to $10,000 immediately. Okay, let's just first and foremost get into the actual matter at hand in terms of Ripple being forced to burn the escrow. Where's that come from? Who said they're going to be forced to burn the escrow? Right? Like what's your source here? Like, he's not giving any kind of source of where it's come from. He's not giving like any kind of like article or anything like that. We already know that the lawsuit is pretty much over now, unless the SEC appeal. But as it stands right now, there's nothing like in the, the resolution of the lawsuit where they've been forced to burn any XRP. So first and foremost, where's that even come from that they're going to be forced to burn the escrow? There's no source for this whatsoever. So straight away, it's like, where have you even got that from? And then the next, obviously, the $10,000 price immediately. And you know this how? You know that that's going to make the price $10,000 how? And it's funny how he's gone with the $10,000, which is obviously what's the common kind of prices that you hear in XRP. It's either $589 or $10,000, right? That's the 2 prices that you always hear. So funny that he's saying it's going to be the $10,000. First and foremost, even if they were to actually burn the escrow, it's not going to take the price to $10,000 immediately. It's just not, right? And I can actually give you a reason as to why it wouldn't. We've got proof of what's happened with XLM. XLM burnt, I think it was 50% of their escrow before. And what did it do for the price? It had a little minor pump. I think it was like maybe like 10-15%, something like that. And that was it. So we've already seen that burning the escrow is not necessarily just going to raise the price immediately. And I can tell you again why it wouldn't. It works in supply and demand, right? So think about it like this. We've got this money, this XRP in escrow, right? So it's not currently in the circulating supply. So this XRP technically isn't available anyway, right? So think about it from a supply and demand dynamic, right? If this XRP isn't available anyway, there's no demand for it because it's not available. This is what you've got to understand. Even if you cut the supply, if the demand isn't there, then the price doesn't raise. It's supply and demand how this works, guys. It's not just supply, cut the supply, and then that's it. No, the demand has to grow. The way a cryptocurrency or stock or whatever, the way it grows is that the demand grows for it and the supply gets lower, which is why they're then willing to pay more money, because the supply is getting lower and lower and there's a higher demand, so it makes it more valuable. So if you just cut the supply, but the demand still isn't here right now, it's not going to change the price dramatically like that at all. The demand still has to be there, right? It's like if you just go to, like, for example, FTX now and they say, okay, we're just going to burn a load of tokens. People don't want to touch FTX anymore. So it's not just going to raise the price, because who's going to be wanting to pay extra money for the FTX token after the scandal anyway? Right? So that's not how this works. So, like, this is what I mean. Like, My thing with this is, this has got 325,000 views, right? Now, I will say this. One good thing I will say is, like, I've looked in the comments of this and people are taking him to task. They are all, you know, saying this is terrible, you're stupid. And look, I'm not getting into like the stupid stuff because I'm not here to like just be on that kind of like, you know, I don't want to be here calling him an idiot and all that because that's just immature. Like, I don't want to do all that. But my thing is, I like that they're calling him out on just making things up, because that's what he's doing here. There's no doubt about this. He's just making this up because he's got no proof as to whether Ripple are even going to be forced to burn the escrow. And then he's saying it'll raise it to $10,000 immediately with no kind of evidence to back that up. There's nothing to say it's going to go to $10,000. He's just literally throwing a number out there to get people excited, to get people engaged with him. Engagement farming. But this is the thing, right? Let's just look at the likes here. You've got 2,300 likes. And so my thing here is, what you've got to understand, even if you look at the comments and a lot of people are being negative, that's good because that's people who, you know, that they understand how this works and they know that he's chatting absolute nonsense. But the problem is there's people here who have seen this and they like it. They think this is, you know, a possibility now. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is what you've got to understand. Like, usually the negative people are the ones who are a lot more vocal. Like, for example, I run this crypto channel, right? I have people who like my content, don't say a thing, and carry on about their day. Nothing wrong with that. Got no issue with that at all. But the people who want to like kind of have a go and say, oh, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, those are the ones who will be in the comments, right? Because they're the ones who really want to take you to task. Don't get me wrong, you get the odd nice supportive comment here and there. So I'm not saying that, you know, no one says anything, but you get more people who want to go against what you're saying than the people who want to like, you know, who want to praise what you're saying. And so you've got to understand that even though in the comment section a lot of people are, you know, ripping him to shreds, there's still a lot of people here who are liking this and actually believe in this. And this is what I mean when I say I think this stuff is just dangerous, because he's got a huge following. He's got like 110,000 followers or something like that on X. He's got like 110,000 followers on YouTube. And so this is the thing, right? He's not, like, people was telling him to delete the post and things like that. He's not deleted the post. Do you know why he's not deleted the post? And do you know why he won't delete the post and why he will continue to make posts like this? Because he's making money. So he doesn't care. That's what this is. He doesn't care that people are slamming him in the comments because he knows how this works. He knows how the game works. He's getting people viewing it. The more people that are commenting and reacting to it, it's going more and more viral. More and more people will see it. And the way he just views it, he will just leave it up here. He's got thick skin because you know why? He's laughing all the way to the bank. So these people are saying whatever they're saying. He doesn't care. He's getting paid. That's all that matters. He'll look at his bank balance and he won't care because he'll see that he's got paid off of this. So while people will be telling him to delete it because it makes him look stupid, what he will look at is how much revenue has this post earned me though? And then he'll just laugh it off and think, never mind. Like, you could call me an idiot all you want, but he's actually smart because he knows what he's doing is false, but he's making money. And so I'll get to this one other video, and this was what I originally wanted to cover. So he's got here August of 10th of August. The price of XRP will skyrocket thanks to BlackRock. So I watched this video at the time and I was like, you know, I always like to watch these videos because, like I say, I'm always willing to be open-minded, like to see what people have got to say. And so I watched the video and I thought, I'm going to give it time and then we're going to come back to this. And so what's the gist of him saying this? He's basically showed a picture of a BlackRock wallet that's apparently buying XRP. And then he's saying that BlackRock are basically buying and selling XRP. So he's saying that's going to cause the price to skyrocket. Okay, so let's just quickly break that down real quick. First and foremost, don't believe everything you see on the internet, right? A lot of these pictures are like doctored and things like that. There's a lot of fake things out, especially regarding XRP, because this is why we have all this nonsense about $10,000 and stuff like that. It's people faking documents, people misinterpreting things to be what they're not, basically connecting dots that just aren't there, and just pushing out fake narratives. And so my first thing is, I question if this is even a real picture that he showed, but it was basically a BlackRock wallet that was meant to be buying XRP. we've already seen that BlackRock have spoke about an XRP ETF. They didn't say anything about it, in the horizon. They didn't. It's just that simple. Now, that's not to say that they won't do one in the future at some point in time. I think they will, but it's not right now. There's nothing to say that they're going to do anything like that right now. Secondly, okay, let's just go with the hypothetical, right? Let's say BlackRock are buying XRP. Okay. If they are buying XRP and then they're buying and selling it, that doesn't increase the price of XRP. it doesn't. Because what you've got to understand is, if BlackRock, let's just say BlackRock are just trading XRP, they're just buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. You've got to understand the kind of money that BlackRock are playing with, it only needs to go up a few % for them to make profit. They're not sitting here waiting for XRP to go to $10 or $20. The reason we're here waiting for those kind of price points is because that's the kind of prices that we need to make life-changing wealth. BlackRock don't need that. They've got trillions that they're handling. So let's just say they buy 500 million XRP. If it just goes up, 5-10%, they're making millions. Like, that's the kind of thing that we're talking about. They're making like hundreds of thousands to millions on each play. Like, it's that simple for them. They don't need it to go up to like 10,000%, 100%. They can make hundreds of thousands to millions with even just a few percentages rising. So no, if they're going to be buying and selling XRP, it's not going to just dramatically raise the price. And this is the thing. He even said they're buying and selling XRP. So if they're buying and selling, again, supply and demand, they've brought and they've sold. So really, it's made no difference because they've brought it and then they've sold it. So what's changed? They had it, they don't have it. The money's come and it's gone. So it's not going to make any difference whatsoever. And look, we're well past the 10th of August now. How's XRP looking? Right? Has it exploded, as he said? No. So look, this might sound quite passionate here. Like, it's not that, like, the thing that just frustrates me for this kind of stuff. And I'm not going to just blame this on the people, because to be honest with you, before YouTube, shadow banned me, I was actually growing, slow. Like, I'm not acting like I was a channel that was blowing up, but I was growing slow and steady, and I was happy with that. But like, it's people like this that are pushing this kind of stuff who are getting so much more viewership because it's what people want to hear. They don't want the truth because the truth is way more boring. And that's not to say that XRP isn't a good investment. It's just that all this stuff that they're telling you to try and spice it up and make it seem like everything's dramatic and, give it a few days and it's all just going to take off. It's all just to make money off of you. That's what this is. It really is that simple. He's making money off of you. And so you guys wanting this so bad and wanting to believe this, that's what's making him money, because he'll push this stuff to you guys. You guys will lap it up because you want it to be true so bad. And then this is how he continues to make plenty of money off of your guys' vulnerability. So all I'm saying here, guys, if you want to, unsubscribe, cool. I've had it a few times recently because, my channel's been, a lot more trying to combat the truth rather than, always being positive about XRP. As I say, like, we're possibly in a bull market right now. I just want people to know as much true things as possible so they can make an informed decision. Okay? If that's not what you want to hear, then alright, fair enough. It is what it is. But for the people who want reality and you want to know just the real deal of stuff, I'm here to give that to you. And like, look, not to like, be all like, woe is me, but it's a shame that I can't have a voice as big as these guys so I can give you the alternatives. Moon Lambo's someone who does, so I will say that there are some people out there who have a big following, but there's really not many. There's not enough, because for how many people there is, like Levi, there's plenty of them out there pushing this. He's not the only one, to be honest with you. There's too many out there. But then there's not many Moon Lambos. There's not many crypto Aries. So it's a shame there's not more so we can help push that message further and help combat this stuff, because it's absolute nonsense. So as always, be careful who you listen to, because some of these guys are just preying on your vulnerability of wanting to make money. And it's that simple. And if you just continue to follow these guys, believe in this kind of stuff, you guys might be in for a bad time, because it may lead you to make poor investment decisions. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Take care.